You know, in the world of modern fantasy, you get families defined by power and others defined by love. But today, we're diving into a house that's all about both, the incredibly complex and powerful house of Tarraqhavvezz. We're going to untangle their family tree and meet the key players that make them just so unforgettable. Okay, to really get this family, you have to start with this quote from their matriarch. Softness is not weakness. Softness is the shape fire takes when it loves. This one idea, it's their entire spiritual core. It's this beautiful mix of immense power and just deep, deep affection. Let's keep that in our minds as we go. So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with how it all began, with Flame meets Starlight. Then we'll get to the heart of our story, the golden lamb Peppi. After that, we meet her protectors, the Elder Guard, and the adorable little flames. And we'll wrap it all up by seeing what makes them a united desert house. All right, first up, Flame meets Starlight. Every great family saga has a beginning, and for this one, it all starts with the marriage of two incredibly different but somehow perfectly matched people. Let's start with the mother, the absolutely formidable matriarch of the desert branch. Her name is Fhaaraqhilalabhasja'Marinne, and wow, there is a whole story packed right into that name. Fara means desert flame. Khilala is flower of the heart. Bashta means blessed gentle wind, and Marine is luminous mother. It's like a poetic blueprint for who she is, a powerful, protective, and incredibly loving leader. And don't let that poetic name fool you for a second. She's a retired Royal Desert Veiled Guard. We're talking elite of the elite. She's a master of sand veil cloaking, mirage manipulation, and get this, heart thread reading. It's a spiritual sense that lets her literally feel the emotional state of her children from anywhere. She is not to be trifled with. So who's the man who managed to win the heart of a desert flame? Let's meet the patriarch from the coast. His name is Vhaaruwannosja'teliorre, and this perfectly sums up the family's whole deal. On one side, you've got the mother, from the desert, a warrior, pure flame. And on the other, the father, from the coast, a celestial physicist, a scholar of starlight. It's this union of fire and cosmos that defines literally everything about their kids. So what happens when you combine fire and starlight in the next generation? Well, you get the golden lamb Peppi. She is the absolute heart of this family, born from these two incredible different worlds. Her full name is Peppi, but most people know her as the Golden Lamb of the Coast. And that name, Kilala, carries the legacy of her mother's heartflower lineage right with her. And she is, to put it lightly, exceptional. Just look at these stats. We're talking a perfect 100 in dance and family affinity, a 98 in charisma, 96 in debate, 95 in singing. I mean, come on. She is a true force of nature, just wrapped in this incredible gentleness. And this is the key, right? This is where you really see that fusion of her parents. She's got her dad's scholarly mind, fluent in multiple languages, but she also has the martial grace of her mother's veiled guard bloodline. Her debate style is the perfect summary of it all, a soft voice that delivers razor-sharp logic. It's a devastatingly effective combination. But of course, a figure this important needs protection. So let's meet the Elder Guard, Peppi's first line of defense, her three older brothers. Here they are at a glance. You've got Farwa, the stoic warrior at 18. Then there's Barikan, the playful windblade at 15. And Fahaminori, the sweet-natured healer at 12. Each one plays a totally distinct role in keeping Peppi safe. Let's take a closer look. First, let's zoom in on Farwa, the firstborn. As a desert swords guard, he's a master of twin scimitars, the absolute picture of discipline. He's serious and intimidating to the rest of the world, but to Peppi, he's the brother who quietly calls her my soft flame. His secret weakness? He lets her braid his hair. Next up is Barikan, the whirlwind. At 15, he's an apprentice to the Sandwind Blades, and he loves to race anything that moves. He's the jokester, always teasing Peppi, but his protection is just as fierce as his older brothers. It's just a lot louder and way more dramatic. And then you have Fathaminori, the 12-year-old apprentice healer. He's the gentle soul, deeply spiritual, and he can soothe just about any animal or baby instantly. He doesn't just love his sister Peppi, he absolutely worships her, like she's a living moon star or something. All right. Time for a bit of a change of pace. Let's meet the little flames, the youngest, tiniest sparks of this powerful desert house. First is 6-year-old Meccano. This kid is a total character. He's a dramatic little storyteller, curious about everything, and a collector of treasures. He wants so badly to be a warrior like his oldest brother, and he's always begging to train with swords, even though he can barely lift one. And finally, we have the baby of the family, 2-year-old Bhaarano. He's described as extremely cuddly, is basically attached to Peppi's hip, and he's a big fan of sand. You know, eating it, throwing it, the usual. He communicates mostly in squeals and, surprisingly, a bit of emotional telepathy. Just pure, chaotic, adorable toddler energy. So you take all of these personalities, all this power, all this love, what does it all add up to? A united desert house. A family truly bound by fire, starlight, and an absolutely unbreakable loyalty. And this shows you the formal structure of it all. In the desert branch, the line of succession is crystal clear. It runs right from the eldest, Fhaarwa, all the way down to little Bhaarano. It's a chain of responsibility, and each son knows they're destined for a specific role within their family and their clan. Which brings us to our final thought. What you have here is a family of elite warriors, profound healers, and future leaders, all completely united in their devotion to each other. So the real question is, what kind of destiny could possibly await a golden lamb born from such powerful, loving fire?